when yeah. She get to the cash when she walk. She look like a bad when she walk. She get to the cash when she walk.
Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. I thought that I would do a get ready with me video today. So this is the look that we are going for, and so you're going to see me right whenever I get out of the shower, and I'm going to take you through my whole skincare routine and take you through my whole getting ready and all of that stuff. And anyway, if you haven't already subscribed yet, go ahead and click that red subscribe button down below and that notification bell so that you don't miss any of my uploads. And also follow me over on Instagram. I will leave my Instagram handle for you here as well. And then we have a really great Facebook group, and when I say we, I mean me, my friend Roy over at Recipes with Roy, and Bree at Balancing Life with Bree. And I highly suggest that you join that Facebook group. There is a direct link down in the description box to that Facebook group, so definitely check it out. Join that group. It's a great group. Everybody gives lots of tips and tricks and weight loss and posting their food and their workouts and all of that stuff, and y'all will love it. So anywho, without further ado, let's jump into the video and let's get ready. Okay guys, here we are getting started. My face is clean. I just got out of the shower, and well, I'll show you what I wash my face with in the shower. Hang on. So this is the cleanser that I use, the CeraVe with the salicylic acid in it. It's the SA cleanser for normal skin. I like this one. I usually order it on Amazon or on Target. If I'm going to place an order at Target, sometimes I'll pick up a couple of them. Occasionally I can find this at Walmart as well, but it is not always in stock there. So it's usually easier for me to order it online, and I'll usually get 2 at a time because I'll keep one here at my sink, one in my shower, that way whenever I wash my face at night. So this is what I use in the morning and at night to wash my face with. And then about once a week I will use this SkinCeuticals micro exfoliating scrub, and I will use my little Clarisonic thing and wash my face with this. And I've had this for a long time. You can order this on lovelyskin.com. I don't know if you've ever looked at that website or not, but I have used it before, and they're always sending coupons and always having things on sale. So, and the spa that I go to sometimes and get like a microdermabrasion stuff, they also sell this brand. I might have gotten this one at the spa, I really can't remember, but whenever I need another one, I'm just going to order it from lovelyskin.com. They have all different kinds of brands and stuff on there, and I do like that website. I'm not affiliated with them in any fashion, any shape, form, or fashion, but it is just a good website to order certain types of skincare and stuff if you need it. So that's what I have washed my face with so far today. That is all that I have done. I have gotten a couple of questions about shaving my face, and I just like to use like one of these little razors here. This is actually a Revlon one, and you can get these at Walmart. They come 2 in a pack, which this is what the pack looks like. There's always a red and a white one in it. I think they're like $5. I don't know why, I kind of like the Revlon ones. I do pick up some cheaper ones at, you know, like Ross or Marshall. Sometimes there'll be a big pack of them, but I will just, you know, once every week or two just kind of shave my face like this. I'm gonna have to kind of look in the little viewfinder, so I'm not gonna look right at you so that I can see. And I'm really not very precise about it. I mean, if you go to like a spa or something, you can get, it's called dermaplaning, and they will really shave your face really close. I mean, it will be super smooth, but for what I need, I have found that using one of these every week or two will work out pretty good. Actually, I'm going to use my little mirror here so that I can see. This is my little magnified mirror, because it is hard for me to see what I am doing.
When she walk, girl, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. Girl, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. Yeah, we get to it, got it stocked up, popped up, got a hand all rocked up. Like 1 carat, 2 carat, more carats. She look carrots like a bunny, got a hops up. Don't care for designer, got her own drip. Don't care for the phones, got her own whip. Don't care for the scene, take her own trip. Guarantee it's for a bag and she walking. She get to the cash when she walk. She look like a bag when she walk. She get to the cash when she walk. She look like a bag when she walk. Girl, do it.
Okay, that's probably good enough for today. I'm just going to stop right there. I do get questions like, does the hair grow back thick or anything? It does not. You won't like grow a beard or anything. All it does is really just get rid of like those little white peach fuzz hairs off my face, which I used to have a lot of it. Like the first time that I shaved my face like that, I mean, it was coming off, it was like fluffy, it was funny looking. But now I try to do it, you know, like I said, once or twice a week, which I do like get breakouts and stuff. You can see under my neck. I mean, I still have like combination skin. I would say it used to be really oily. And so I don't know, I just feel like I have bad skin. It's not good. I have large pores. It's kind of rough and bumpy, stuff like that. So anywho, now let's move on to my serums and all that stuff that I use. Okay, so the toner that I've used for a long time is this Estee Lauder Perfectly Clean. This is more the one for oilier skin. There is one that's like in a blue bottle, and it's kind of their regular one that's more of a bestseller, but this one, I have to kind of tap it on the cotton ball to get it out. It's got a tiny little hole in it. But I've used this one for a long time, and it seems to be the best one with my skin. Now, there is a skincare brand that I've been debating on whether or not to try. It's called Frey Skincare, F-R-E. And this one girl that I watch on YouTube, Kelly Lynn Yeager, I don't know exactly what her channel is called, but she uses Frey Skincare, and she has excellent skin. And they do have like a Purify Me. I went on there and took the little quiz to see which one, you know, would fit my skin the best. You can kind of say what your problem areas are and stuff like that, but I have considered trying that, although the CeraVe stuff, you know, that's pretty cheap. That's $10 a bottle, so I don't know. If I did that, I would probably still use the CeraVe and maybe wash my face with that either in the morning or at night, and then just use the Frey, you know, one of the other times. That way I'm not doubling up on the more expensive, and it really wasn't overly expensive whenever I looked at the website. And I think it said that it was made in Israel or something, but I don't know a whole lot about it. If any of y'all have ever used Frey Skincare, let me know down in the comments below. So anyway, I still get like dirt and stuff off, even though I have washed my face, used my Clarisonic thing. That's another reason I like to still use a toner, because I do still get a little bit of dirt in the end. So for my little serums and things, I just pick up whatever I can find at like TJ Maxx or Marshalls or Ross. I always go and look because they're so cheap. So this right here, and I do like this brand, Pearl Essence. I bought several things. This is actually just a little eye cream that I picked up. And I do have to be careful with certain things because I am allergic to shea butter. And shea butter seems to be in a lot of items now. And one thing, I was going to order the TEAMI eye cream, because y'all know I work with TEAMI, and I was excited to try it, and I thought I better look at the ingredients on there before I order it. And it has shea butter in it. So shea butter does break me out, like it gives me a rash. I got some lotion one time that had shea butter in it. It took me forever to figure out what it was, but my legs were itching me to death. I had a horrible rash, and I finally realized that it was shea butter. So now I avoid it at all costs. This is just a vitamin C serum. This is Province Beauty, and this is one that I picked up at Marshalls. You can still see the tag there, for $5.99. So I'm all about saving that money, because y'all know I like to buy a lot of stuff. So I don't necessarily, so I'm just going to do just like a few little drops in my hand and put this on my face. And I just feel like it helps brighten my face up. Like I said, it's just a vitamin C serum. I am by no means a skincare expert. This is just what I do. And then this is a hyaluronic serum. I cannot hardly say that word. And this is an instant hydration and visible wrinkle reduction serum. So this is one that I also picked up at TJ Maxx or Marshalls. It must have come in a box because it doesn't have the label on it. But same thing, I'm just going to use a little bit of it. This one's kind of thicker. I don't know if you can see that. It's more like a gel almost. So I'm just going to put this on, and then my moisturizer. And then we'll be ready to move over to my makeup table. And I've used this moisturizer forever. I showed this in my last skincare routine. This is the Clinique. This is the gel one. This is the one for oily skin, not the regular one. They do have one that's like a lotion. This one is called the gel. So I've used this forever, and I think it's relatively inexpensive. It's like $30 or something for that bottle. That's it. This is what we're starting with. And we are going to move over Need to get a drink of my water. We're gonna move over to my makeup vanity and try to make this face look presentable. So let me move y'all. One thing before we move over, I did want to show you just kind of how I organize my stuff, because I ordered this off Amazon and this is one of my favorite purchases ever. So it holds, you know, my cleanser, my toner. That's my eye makeup remover, which this is one that I just get at either Kroger or Walmart. It's like the knockoff of Neutrogena. It's usually like $3.99 a bottle and it works great. At night, I do use this CeraVe cream on my face. And this is for my hair. I have my hair stuff in here. This is my B12 that I always take every day. So I just leave that here. I kind of take that as I'm getting ready in the mornings and let it set under my tongue. My perfume, which is Lancome. It's my favorite one. The La Vie Belle. I've used that for years. And then I have all of my little hair things in here. I picked this little turny thing up at TJ Maxx. It still has a tag on it. But you can order things like this on Amazon as well. And I have like my hair stuff and Athena's hair stuff in here also. But I love that. And then I have like my mouthwashes and my lotion. I do use coconut oil like on my elbows and on my feet and stuff. And I use it on my elbows because of those long planks that I do. My elbows are really rough and dry. But that's kind of how I organized under my sink area. But I do love those and it keeps it nice and neat. Okay guys, we are here in front of my makeup vanity, which here I'll just show you real quick. I have this makeup mirror here. I did kind of move my makeup over because normally it sits here, but I have y'all setting up on a box. Okay, I hope that y'all can see me good. I have y'all set up. I have all my makeup here, and I'm going to go through each item and tell y'all what it is that I use. So this is the Clinique All About Eyes Eye Serum. It's in a little roller ball thing, and I do kind of rub it on my fingers just to kind of get it going. And then I'll just kind of put this under my eyes. And then I just take like that excess that's on my fingers and just kind of rub around. This is not something that I feel like you can tell some huge difference with, but I've used it for a long time, and whenever I go without it, I kind of miss it, and then I feel like my face looks more tired. And then this is a primer that I use. This is one that I got off of Amazon. I don't know if that's going to focus. I feel like that light's almost too bright for it to focus. Anyway, it's called Sozge, S-O-Z-G-E Face Primer, oil-free. I do kind of like it. It's pretty cheap, like $10. I do have this linked in my Amazon store. And I just use a little bit like that. And put that on my face. And then I'm going to use a really light concealer. And this is Rare Beauty from Selena Gomez. And this is one I picked up. I did not realize this is going to look like white paste on my skin. But I do. When I first got it, I thought, well, I'm going to have to take it back. But then I decided I would put it under my makeup to kind of cover up these dark circles. And then once I put my makeup on over it, it does cover it up. And I will kind of dot it on these bumps. But then I'm also going to go back over it with my foundation and then with a darker concealer as well. So I'm just going to put that on. And it kind of makes me look like a raccoon except with white around my eyes. Charlie thinks I always look so funny whenever I do this, because sometimes he'll come in here and ask me questions kind of when I'm at this point. And he's like, you look like a raccoon, except instead of black around the eyes, you have white. And so I just kind of leave it like that to where it is pretty white. And then we are going to go in with my foundation that I have used forever, which is the Estee Lauder Double Wear. This is the 3-in-1 Ivory Beige. This color I wear year round. I can kind of lighten it up or darken it with my powders and bronzers and stuff, but I do try to stay, you know, as tan as I can year round. And I don't use any special applicators. I just go in with my hand. So I'm going to put this on real quick. Always go down on my neck because I need it to blend. I actually will kind of do powder and stuff around on this part of my neck because like my chest and stuff is really tan from being out in the pool, but If y'all have seen me float in the pool, you know I'm wearing my like straw hat and stuff. I don't want sun on my face too much. And then I've been using this e.l.f. camo concealer that I just pick up at Walmart. This is in the color Tan Walnut. It's a little bit dark, but I have repurchased this color a couple of times because it is darker. And I will just kind of go back over my spots. And I do just kind of blend with my finger under my eyes. And then I'll use my beauty blender and kind of blend it a little bit better. Again, I probably do stuff all wrong compared to all of the other little beauty YouTubers. And that is not me for sure. But I do think that once all is said and done, my makeup looks fairly decent. Okay, next I'm going to go in with my bronzer, and I do like this L'Oreal True Match Lumi Bronze It, and this is in the light shade, I think. Yeah, light 01, and it's just because I don't want it too bronze. I mean, I still feel like that's kind of dark, but I do kind of put it on a little bit like blush, although I do use a blush, but then I kind of just go across my forehead, down my nose. I really just kind of outline my face with it. And then this is where I'll kind of go down on my neck. Just to kind of blend in. Because I don't want my face that much whiter than the rest of my body. And then I use Estee Lauder blush. This is Pure Color Envy Alluring Rose. It's almost empty. I think the last time I showed it, it was almost empty. Blush lasts me forever. So Alluring Rose, Estee Lauder, and this is just a really pinky pink. I like it okay. I think I would repurchase it. I have used the NARS Orgasm before, and I do like that one a lot. And I have a little bit left in another container. I need to try it before I repurchase and see which one I like better. I've just been trying to use up this Estee Lauder. I've been trying to be better about using fully my products before I open another one, because I used to be worse about that. So, and I know a lot of people put their powder on and then their blush, but I don't. I think that's backwards, because I like to use the powder to kind of help blend my blush. So then I'm going to go in with this lighter powder, this is just the L'Oreal Infallible, and this is a light color as well. Actually, don't even know what color this is. I'm going to have to scan it, because I've been having to order this one on Amazon because I cannot find it in the store, and I can't remember what the color is, so I will scan it. But I will link this in my Amazon store for you. And I'll try to link the things below that I'm using as well if you're interested in them, whether it's through Amazon or somewhere else. Like for the Estee Lauder and the Clinique stuff, I'll just link directly to their websites. And lots of times if you sign up on there, you will get coupons and stuff. You know, if they're running like 15 or 20% off, then I'm going to go ahead and stock up and order me a couple of bottles of my foundation, because it's $40 a bottle or $45 a bottle. I can't remember. And then I do go in with a second powder, which is also a L'Oreal, but it is a darker color, which this is almost empty. Again, this is how I say, like, I'll darken up or lighten up my foundation if I need to. Since it's summer and I am tanning, then I definitely like to go over with just this darker powder. And that's it. Easy peasy. Then at this point, I always put some Blistex on, because my lips are feeling dry. And I just like that to soak on until I do my lips, which I do those last. This I just ordered off of Amazon. It's called Julep, and this is just like a creamy eyeshadow stick. And I kind of use it as an eyeshadow primer, and I actually really like it. I used to use one that Clinique made in like a little tube, and I loved it. But they have stopped making it. It's not on the website. I can't find it anywhere. And I ordered one that they had in like a little palette, and I just didn't like it as well. This I just kind of put on kind of messy, and then I just blend it in with my fingers. And I do feel like stuff like this just helps your eyeshadow stay on better. Which for the eyeshadow, I do use this Estee Lauder palette. This is Current Desire is the shades. But it's kind of like a white color, like a sand, a pink, a brown, and a purple. And I use this same one all the time, every day. I just kind of mix the light and the light pink and then this rose pink together. It's kind of like a base. And then I do the light brown. And then I'm just going to go in with a little bit of the purple. Let's see here if you can see that. And then I am just going to kind of blend, so it doesn't have to be perfect. Like I said, I'm not one of these that's like perfectly putting on my eyeshadow every day. This is probably one of the quickest parts of me getting ready, is actually doing my makeup and doing my hair. Now I'm going to take this little blender brush and we're just going to kind of blend it in. And then I'm going to use two eyeliners. I'm going to start with this Clinique All About Eyes quick liner, and this is in the color Black Brown. I've used this for years. I like it. It's just like in the little stick that just rolls up. So I'm going to put that on. Okay, so there's just a brown eyeliner, and then I do use a black liquid eyeliner, and I love the Kat Von D and the Tattoo, and this is in I don't know what the color is called. I mean, it's black. And this is also a waterproof. It's all rubbed off. I actually need another one. It's kind of getting empty. But I do kind of use the regular eyeliner as a base, and then this, because if I just use this by itself, I'm too messy. I'm not going to be able to get it on right. But I will literally just go right over the brown with the black. And then on the bottom, I just kind of do the corner a little bit. Just like that. I just feel like it darkens my eyes up a little bit. So yeah, so I feel like the black really kind of darkens my eyes up and makes them pop a little bit better. But like I said, I'm too messy to do it without having that base brown. I'm gonna just curl my lashes real quick. And then I love to use this Clinique, and this is the High Impact Extreme Volume Mascara in Extreme Black. They have a black, which is like a number 2. To me, that one looks gray. If you want black mascara, then you have to get this in Extreme Black, and I love it. I've used it for years. I've tried other brands, and they just like flake off on my face and stuff, or run down my face, and this one does not. So if you have that issue, then I would suggest using this one. I do always do my lower lashes first, and then we'll do the upper. Okay, so there, I've got my mascara on, and I do like to do several coats. I know some women will just go choo-choo, and you can't even tell that you have mascara on. So if you really want to look like you're wearing mascara, then you really have to coat those eyelashes. So then I am just going to brush my eyelashes real quick, and then my eyebrows. I'm going to brush my eyebrows real quick, and then we're going to fill them in just a little bit. I don't like to go overly dark, and I just have been using this NYX Fill-In Fluff in the color Taupe, and I like it because it's got this little brush on the end, so I'll kind of brush it at the end, and then it's just like a little creamy stick, and I can just, you know, kind of go in. It's impossible for me to do this in the camera. I have to look in the mirror. I'm going to mess it up. I don't like my brows overly done, and I think this is kind of like the perfect happy medium. So there it is with the color on it, and then I'm just going to take the little brush, and so that's it. And that's all that I do. Now onto my lips. I do like to blot a little bit of that chapstick off. And then I use this Maybelline lip liner in the color Pink Wink. So you can get this anywhere, Walmart, Amazon, whatever. And then for my lipstick, I use this Plum Pop from Clinique, which this is one that came in a free gift bag, which you can see I have that rolled all the way up. It's almost empty. But I did get some in another gift bag that came with a Clinique order that I just placed the other day. So I was happy because it was my color. And it's just kind of a hot pink. Well, not a hot pink, but a pink. Y'all know I love me some pink. And then I do go over it with this Rimmel Stay Glossy, and this is in the color Grapevine Groove. And I've repurchased this 2 or 3 times. I love it. I don't think that it's overly sticky or anything. And then I do blot. because I don't want my lipstick too dark or too shiny. So there it is. There's my face. That's what we got. Now let's go in here and get dressed, and then we're going to dry our hair, and then I'll show you my finished look. Okay guys, so I am dressed. I'm just wearing this tank top and then these little shorts. I will show you my full outfit in the mirror after I get through getting ready. But I'm just going to set you down here. We're going to dry my hair. And I just use this Revlon hair dryer and a flat iron and then just a regular hairbrush. But one thing that I do that's probably different than most people is I dry my hair upside down. So I literally bend my head over. So I got my hair dried now. I'm just going to go in and flat iron it. And I do not spend a whole lot of time flat ironing because I don't think that it has to be perfect, nor do I like my hair to be like slick down to my head. That's why I dry my hair upside down, to give it some body. I mean, I have a lot of hair. I think it's just a normal thickness. It used to be super thick, and then like after I had my kids and my hormones went crazy, it kind of thinned out a little bit. And then after you have weight loss surgery, you kind of go through a shedding phase and it thinned out some more. But then it's kind of come back and it's really at the perfect thickness or consistency, I would say. Like, it's easy for me to pull it up in my little buns that y'all see me in. I mean, that's pretty much the way my hair is when I'm at home chilling in the evenings. As soon as I come home, my hair goes up in that bun. I just like it up out of my face. Now to work, I hardly ever wear it up. Hardly ever. But it literally only takes me about 10 minutes to do my hair total. And then I just take and kind of tease at the crown of my head right there. And then I'm just going to brush it out and we're going to be done. And now I am a hairspray user. I do love me some hairspray because I don't like my hair to move and feel all wispy. This is the hairspray that I like to use. This is the Joico, and this is the Joy Miss Firm number 9, I think. Yeah, the 9 is high in black there. They have an 8. That one sucks. I don't know if I've ever tried the 10. The 9 to me is the perfect one. And I always like to spray and just kind of wipe down the little wispies. I will spray my hair 2 or 3 times before I'm done. But that is it. Let me clean up real quick and then we'll show you the final look in the mirror. Okay guys, so here is my final look of the day. If you can see in my mirror pretty well. I think that my hair and makeup looks like it always does. And then I do have on this little black tank top. I picked this up at Old Navy last year. It was marked down. And then I actually got these shorts at Sam's Club. I don't know what the brand is, but I wanted to try them on before we go to Florida. I got these in a size 4 and they seem to fit pretty well. So, and then these little slides I picked up at Walmart the other day, which I have really wide feet, and I saw these in a wide, and they actually are so comfortable and fit so well. So highly suggest those. But anyway, I'm going to flip you around here and close out this video. Okay guys, I hope that you enjoyed this get ready with me video, my skincare and makeup routine and hair. I will try to link everything that I can down in the description box below if you want to snag some of it. Again, I'm no expert, but this is just what I do to get this look, and it's easy. You know, I can kind of do it like clockwork. I don't even have to think about it. But anyway, thank you for joining me for another video, and I will see you guys in the next one.